Hello, and welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and we can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm your girl Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Her. I am just drinking a little bit of water here because hydration is important. But the most important thing is the fact that I have my cup mug beer. We do, but
And
we have a panel full of cup mugs, a panel full of cup mugs, beer. And you can get your cup mugs at lanajuicecreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Get your cup merch. Period. Ew.
yes, God. Yes, God. Hi. I'm Logan Murphy. Something gay. Gay. No, you missed me. I took a day off yesterday because Mondays. That's all I need to say. I got water because hydration is important, but I always have my coffee. Today it is seductively caramel. That is quite literally what the coffee creamer is called. I am feeling very seductive. I'm feeling very angry. I'm feeling very pointed. My tone is feeling very pointed today. If you know that reference, go check out our main channel. And I'm excited to talk shit about some bitches.
Yes. And hey guys, I'm B. Don't call me honey though. And I am drinking high noon. There is not coffee in this cup. Yes, it is 2 p.m., but it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Period.
Water. And I'm ready to talk about the word of the season, which is gaslighting. Because that's what it's giving. So I'm ready to drag as well, but I'm so excited to be back talking Love Island with my booze, Lana and Logan. Let's get it.
Yes.
We're excited. Look, we've been teasing B for all season, and now
Yes.
B's back. So we love that for you. We love that for everybody to get to witness. Y'all, okay. Wait, let me get the foolishness out the way. We go jump into it because foolishness happened. But before we do, y'all know what to do. Hit the subscribe button because we are on a mission here at the Cup TV to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. And so we need you to subscribe to help us out. If you are a fan of any of this content that we are pumping out on a regular basis, you need to subscribe and help us out. Thank you very much. And also, this mission has spilled over into all of the Cup Network channels. So if you could need to subscribe to all of our channels to help us out, we appreciate it. 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. So if you're a fan of drag or drag race, at the Cup Pod is the place for you. If you're a fan of the Eurovision Song Contest, at the Cup ESC is the place for you. And if you're a fan of WWE Wrestling, at the Cup Ringside is the place for you. We got something for everybody. So go check out all of our channels. The links will be in the description below. Click that link tree, click on all of those links and subscribe. We thank you. If you need to check us out on the go, our audio podcast links are also in the description below. So please check that out. And, so you never miss a time when we drop a single video or episode of any kind, because we drop lots and lots and lots of content all the time. So please check that out. And our Patreon is open and ready for you to join because we got a lot of fun things happening in our Patreon. Early access to some things that will come out much later on the channel, and exclusive content to some things that will never come out on the channel. So if you want to see what we got planned and the fun things we got going on behind the scenes, go check out our Patreon and just get into it, because trust me, it's good. It's good. We got a lot of stuff planned and it's gonna be good. All right, enough of that.
And make sure to join us here 5 times a week with Soul Ties Live. I'm plugging the schedule. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 2:10 Eastern-ish. Ish. And Fridays and Saturdays at 6:10 Eastern-ish. Emphasis on the ish.
I mean, sometimes we're on time and sometimes we're not. And it's okay, because we want to make sure everything is great for you before we jump in here and start doing it. So sometimes it's
Yes, God.
but we do it. But yeah, join us for Soul Ties Live 5 days a week. And then guess what, girlies? UK started. So we got some UK content to talk about as well.
Lana.
We're going concurrently with they're gonna kill us, but we're gonna do.
They're gonna kill us.
We're gonna do what we can. I'm not gonna promise y'all 5 days a week of Love Island UK.
No.
I'm not promising you that.
That's what it's giving first.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna do it Friday.
Yeah, we will be here Friday.
We will here Friday for UK. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna watch these episodes and see what they give it. And if the rumors that I'm hearing that they giving is already coming out that I don't already like, I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna say that now.
I haven't heard anything yet. I am the casual still because I know B and Lana are more in the universe than I am. And honestly, I love being a bit of a Love Island casual. I'm not gonna lie. It's the only show I'm a casual of. So I love just being in the casual universe for once. But yeah, no, if it's not giving, we got plenty on our plates right now. And I am happy to walk away.
Right. We're gonna see. That's TBD. TBD.
That is TBD for sure.
But we will be here on Friday. We will be talking.
Have you heard some of the stuff that's coming out about UK already?
I have not, to be honest.
Okay.
Because they're not there yet, are they?
They there. It started yesterday.
And I heard about the one guy. Who already got kicked.
Maybe. What? Okay,
There's
maybe we could do it, like, if it is giving, then maybe we could do like twice a week and we'll do like 3 episodes each.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's kind of what we're thinking.
I'm thinking we'll figure out, but it's a lot going on, y'all. We got a lot happening.
We have viewers though. Let's go. Okay. That's for us to figure.
All right, we'll figure it out and we'll talk about it. But let's get into this episode of Love Island. But before we get into this episode, because B, you ain't been here. This is your first time joining in this Love Island for this first week that we have gotten. So I need the tea from you. I need to know what you're feeling about this so far this week of Love Island. What's your thoughts and what we're thinking?
There are no standouts for me as of right now. I think everybody is very mid. I think that some are mid and some are like, I need you off my screen ASAP. Mm-hmm. So for me, there's nobody that I'm necessarily rooting for, loving down.
Okay.
I think that there are people that I like. I really like Taylor. I love his energy. He kind of reminds me of Cordell from last season, just like a cool, go with the flow kind of dude. But I feel like Cordell was a little bit more active in the love aspect and wanting to find love, where I feel like Taylor is holding back a little bit and needs to step his shit up. I am enjoying Alandria as well, but I see her similar to maybe a Liv.
Okay.
Or she's chasing. I don't know if they're gonna work out, those two.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're for each other. And I think I like Shelly, but I also don't like her in some aspects as well, because I feel like she is just I'll preface this by saying I cannot fucking stand Ace. He needs to get his ass off that island. You have no business being there. I think that what you're expecting from the ladies is crazy. And the thing that's pissing me off about Shelly is she's playing into that shit. And she's also stringing along Austin in the process. So I don't like that. Austin, I don't think he's cute at all, but personality wise, he's kind of one of the funner guys. Nick, is giving what Love Island's supposed to give, hate it or love it. And Sierra, she's cool, I guess. She's there. I like her. I like her vibe. I like her energy. The goofy girl, Belle-A, that left.
Beldasha.
Girl.
Beldasha!
You was way too goofy for Love Island, and you did not have no business being on that show.
Did she know what show she was going on?
Child, I kept calling her Goofy because that's what she was like. Oh, no, because like, no, girl, like you on the wrong show. Huda,
Thank you. You are in the right place, Miss B.
cannot stand her.
Oh, don't worry. There will be more dragging of Huda in this episode, so don't you worry.
I cannot stand Jeremiah too. You're a faker. I'm sorry. You're a faker.
Well,
you don't.
Well, you know about him, right?
Yes, that he got a chick on the outside. Yes. So you're
all
a faker.
of them do, but whatever.
Yeah, you're a faker. I don't trust you. Like, you're lame. And who was the other one? Okay, the new girls, Amaya, I think her name is.
Mhm.
I'm loving her. I feel like she's giving. I feel like yes. And the other girl, me,
Hannah.
yeah. I mean, okay, you. Oh, Charlie is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a chop for me. I'm sorry, he's corny.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's everybody, right?
Yeah, that was everybody. You got everybody in there, girl.
As of right now.
Okay. Well, I think I agree with most of your statements. A lot of them I agree with. Some I'm like,
I also agree with most of your statements.
I agree with most of it. But it's going to be interesting. But let's get into this because, let's get into
please.
this.
I think this is going to be a very fun discussion today. This was a fun episode, I have to say, because I've missed a couple episodes here and there so far. I think some of these episodes so far have been a little dud, a little like a lot of filler, and obviously we're still in the first week because it's as we've been saying, Lana, day 7, and it feels like we're in day 42 at this point. Point being, I really enjoyed this oh Lord, not this one. I really enjoyed this episode because we finally got content, we got discussions, we got real discussions, and I was like, thank you for giving us something, Love Island. Thank you.
I mean, sure. I think we got a lot of interesting, fun discussions, some things that happened. I thought this episode was a necessary filler. It was a necessary filler. I think it had moments that I was like, okay, all right, this needed to happen. We needed to hear this. We didn't need that. No, we didn't need that. Okay, but this is okay. Why is this here? Like, I went through the whole gamut with this episode because it was like some things I was like, this needed to be said. This needed to be done. We need to see this. And then it was like, why is this here? I don't get why we're talking about this. I don't even get why we even watching this. But let's get into it because
LOL at Ulissa.
Who?
Who?
I don't know her.
LOL at her getting edited out of this photo.
Oh, and yes, I did edit her out of the photo. I sure did, and I'd do it again.
Hilarious.
We don't know her.
Okay.
We don't know her.
I should have replaced her with Sierra, but I couldn't find.
I tried to, but her body shot didn't have her feet in it like everybody else's, so we didn't have.
Oh, that'd be weird.
And that'd be weird. So no, but okay.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
That's weird.
So,
but let us move because we're gonna go in what we saw in the order of the episode and how it went down and who we need to discuss first. And let's get them out the way first because
okay. Thank you for getting them out of the way first.
Yeah. So
the fakest couple, the game players.
I mean, absolutely, because this man literally told her when we win, and she's like, I wasn't even thinking about that. And he's like, well, I was. This man is not here for you. And this man, he will turn as soon as somebody foreign Latina comes in.
Jesus Christ.
When foreign Latina comes in, that man is about. This is going to be the biggest crash and burn I will ever see. I kind of want them gone, but I kind of want them to go to Casa together. So when Jeremiah gets to Casa and all the bad bitches come in there in Casa, and he just like, I just need him to crash and burn, and I need him to just go and be just everything. I need Aaron 5 times over. Like, I need him to do Aaron Cordell 10 times over. Like, I need him to eat up every chick that walk in Casa. He just slobbing them all down. And I need Hunter to be over there. Oh, I'm so loyal, so loyal, so loyal. And then when he walks in with the baddest chick from Casa and she start crashing him, baby, I need to watch that unfold, and I will sit there and laugh and enjoy every second of it because she deserves it, because she set herself up for this, because she is letting red flags just fly all over her head. She act like she don't hear it, she don't see it, she don't know it. And when he come back and slice her whole heart straight down the middle, I'm be like, and you ain't see
They're
that
both
coming?
wearing red. They're both wearing red. They are both red flags. No, y'all know what I want though. Y'all know what I want. Y'all see that Mexican Love Island program where that one guy goes off and he's having sex with that one woman for like 30 minutes in their like version of Casa? Did y'all see that? I need that for Jeremiah. I need Jeremiah clapping cheeks in Casa, and then I need him coming back with the baddest bitch in Casa. That's what I want. That's what I want. Not for Jeremiah, but against Hutta.
Yes, low-key same. I mean, there's 2 reasons why I would like. Okay, like one, ew, that means we have to watch her until Casa.
Yes, I get it. Me too. Hate it.
Yeah.
But I do think that, and also I feel like then she's gonna get like sympathy from people, which I'm not really like here for. But I do want to see that because I think that that would be lit. But the thing about Jeremiah that frustrates me, like they're like, he's so fake and so clearly in on the game. I feel like he went in, he saw the lineup of chicks and said, I'm going to pick like the most basic of the girls and just ride that out until the end, because we've seen before that couples that stay together from the beginning are more prone to win. I think he's there for the game. I think him learning that she has a kid. Yeah. Also, like, oh, now I'm dating the first Love Islander with a kid. Oh, yeah. Like, it's in the bag come finale.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's all just, and he also sees how she's like kind of running the girls. I feel like that is why he's like latching onto her. There have been allegations that he's love bombing her. I see it because you don't feel like that. Like, you don't feel like that. And it's very clear. Just somebody who is your type hasn't come in and challenged you yet. So on that, so I feel like that's why you're happy where you're at. But you know you don't want to be a dad at 24 years old. No. You know that, like, even today we saw it with the date. He's telling her all of the things. I don't want to live with you. I am scared the fact that you have a kid. I've never dated someone with a kid before. Said all of that shit. But what she hears is, you know, I'm really happy that, like, you know, we're still in this together, and because that's what you want. I also feel like it was a choice for her to wait to tell him.
Yes.
I was talking to my brother about this. I don't think that that's right. I don't think
it's not
that, because, and then notice how she told him after the recoupling too. Not before. So that was calculated. So you're also playing a game. And the way you talked about Amaya is absolutely atrocious and disgusting. Like, you're not a fucking girl's girl. You're fake. You said with Alandria rubbed me the wrong way because she was over here trying to act like she got the most loyal motherfucker, solid motherfucker in the world. You know he's playing a game. So, like, you not that
That fucking moment at the start of this episode after the recoupling where they're on the dock and she's talking about Nick and she goes, I just can't believe him. I can't believe what he's doing. And Jeremiah, of all people, is there to clock her on her shit. He's like, what do you mean? She's like, I just never saw that from him. I can't believe men can do that. And he's like, what do you mean? He was literally transparent with her throughout the entire situation. And she's like, I just can't believe men can do that. I'm like, You're a fucking idiot, Hutta.
Yes.
The fuck do you mean? You are not a girl's girl. You are not in it for anyone other than yourself.
Yes.
Here. And that's why everything that is coming to you is deserved. In any other scenario, with legitimately any other girl in this villa, I would feel bad for her in this situation.
Yep.
I would feel bad for her. But given her and the situation she's in and the way she's speaking about every other woman in this villa, I don't feel bad.
And I'm sorry, like the tears went with the situation with her and Alandria. First of all, don't fucking do that because she didn't do shit to you. And second of all, like I'm a woman, okay? Like I would have took that shit the same way Alandria took that shit. Oh, like you trying to throw shots. You trying to basically be like, oh, like look at, you know, everybody's man got up and look at mine exactly where he got. Like if you're the baddest bitch, you know you're not the prettiest bitch in this house. So you don't even need to say that. And you know, and you sitting there saying that shit, knowing that you ain't even tell him you had a kid yet. What would have told him that before? So don't sit here. You were trying to embarrass, and you were trying, or if you weren't trying to embarrass, you were trying to steal a moment from the girls who are having their moment. And for that, you need to sit the fuck down and shut up and mind your business with that. So I really didn't like her. That situation put me off on her. The shit with Amaya definitely put me off on her, calling her all types of B words and out her name and saying she don't like her because what? Because
she got ulterior motives.
And mean mugging in the fucking ulterior motives. Yeah, I'm a bombshell. I'm here.
I'm a bombshell.
Somebody's man. Like, fuck you think this is? Who the fuck are you?
Have you watched the show, Tamar?
Exactly. So I hope somebody comes in and takes her man and does her in. I would love for her to go with the next.
It could be the next one or the next two ones.
I would also live for Casa more as well.
But I want to see them crash and burn at Casa, honestly.
I mean, I can see Casa, but I don't have to see Casa. Like, I can see like them bringing in a bombshell because see, the thing is, Amaya is not Jeremiah's type.
No.
She's gorgeous, but she's not Jeremiah's type. I need someone to come in. If we go get somebody to come in, let them be exactly Jeremiah's type. And then we will see the testing begin. We'll see how strong he's willing to say, oh no, oh no, oh no. Because all this girl got to come in and be fire like he likes her. Have the same qualities and things that he likes. She ain't got no kids, so he ain't got to worry about being no daddy. And he is going to, that test, that street, he wandering away. He's wandering away. I feel like this episode just exposed how much, like the whole time Jeremiah has been clocking her. Like this whole episode, he clocked her. He clocked on the dock. He was like, what you mean what men do? Women do the same thing. What are you talking about? And she like, I'm just saying, like, he clocked her there. He clocked her at the table when she was like, are you closed off? And he was like, no, it's early. And she was like, oh, she wanted that man to say he was closed off so bad. She thought that little date that they went on at the water park was going to be the seal of the deal that closes him off completely. And he was like, absolutely not. That's not what we're doing.
On day 7?
One round of bombshells.
One round of bombshells.
Or
one.
Two.
Well, two, Sierra and then Charlie. But yeah.
I keep forgetting. They came in on day 2. I'm like, nah, y'all OG. Well, Sierra's an OG.
Right. They always come on day 2. They always
right. But I'm just like, he's been telling you. He's giving you hints like, I'm scared. I don't want to move in together. We can live in the same city for a while. And then if we think about possibly moving in together, like this man is not saying he ready to jump in the house with you and play daddy. That is not what this man is saying.
He said the long distance is good to
long distance is good first. What?
And he also said,
baby, no.
He was like, that's crazy.
And we're not even just talking about long distance, like one state over to. She's in North Carolina and this man is in LA. He talking cross country, time differences. Like
on that coast.
He's not coming to the East Coast for you and your child. He said, when we feel comfortable, you can move. He literally said, you can move to where we are so we can live in the same city. He ain't say he was going to North Carolina.
girl, you got a kid, you got a whole baby's father there. You're not moving to no fucking LA.
Hello.
Huda
And baby
is-
daddy is in the picture. He gets every weekend.
I feel
But
like he chose her because he knows she's not gonna get no pressure or he's not gonna be challenged. Because who do you see coming into the villa going for this bitch?
I could see a couple bombshells doing it.
If she was open, people would come for her because she's gorgeous. She's beautiful. I'm not gonna take that away from her.
She's stunning.
I don't think she's gorgeous.
I mean, when she's not crying and when she not got those weird eyelashes on,
she's got her appeal. She does
have her appeal.
Like, I think she's the least cute girl in the villa. Well, maybe Hannah now.
Well,
but that was still cute. I mean, I guess she's like, okay. I think she's the least cute one though.
Okay.
Sorry.
I mean, but they do go on their little date night. They go date day. They go to the water park. Every person who loves water parks, this was a great dream date. Like, it's so cute. It was cute. And it's like,
not for me, but I love it for them.
I don't like it either.
I'm about to say, I like a good water park every now and again. So that was fun.
That for you.
Also, he could see himself at the water park with her kid.
It felt very forced. Very pointed for them.
Yes.
And, like,
Love Island producers.
Where the fuck did y'all build a water park in Fiji? That's what I would like to know.
That water park could be there. Fiji likes water parks too. Fijians like water parks.
Is it next to the Survivor 50 filming location? That's where I would like to know.
I mean,
Kyle, Camilla, y'all see in the water park? I would like to know. Sari, y'all see in the water park?
They're at like a resort, aren't they?
The Islanders. Yeah, I think they are because Ponderosa is at the same hotel as Love Island.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it is like the touristy part of town of Fiji.
Yeah.
So
Fiji.
Yeah, so they must have booked out like one of the more touristy.
There's
gotta be one. I know it felt very like. Because I don't think at least in the USA version.
No.
I don't, and I haven't watched that many of them, but I don't remember ever seeing a water park.
There's never been a water park, baby.
There's never been a water park, period.
Well, we've never even seen them pass the water park when they were going on their trips around the island, so no.
Very kid friendly.
Yeah, but I just felt like producers, we see what y'all are trying to do. Like, let's have this family date so Jeremiah can feel like family and like he can go on family date. Whatever. We're not buying it because the man came right back to the villa and was like, we are not closed off. We are not. We're not. And she was like, I mean, so what do you I'm just like, you're waiting for someone better to come along. He wanted to say, yeah, but he was like, but no, it would take a lot, very, very, very. He was like, so you're waiting for someone better to come along, and he was like, no, I don't see anybody. Very, 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 very. I don't see anybody come in. It would have to be very, 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 very hard for me to turn my head. Like, I'm like, boy, it's gonna take a cute woman, a Latina woman with a body and no kids, and you could be like, bye, okay, but whatever.
So, I don't like him though. I don't
like him either.
I want them to go. I feel like I could see them going in a public vote.
I need a public vote for them to, even if they don't go, I need a public vote for them to see that people don't like them.
I agree.
As soon as Jeremiah see people ain't rocking with them, he's out.
He's looking forward
to me. This bitch is giving Ella. I'm sorry. You heard it here first. She's giving fucking Ella to me.
All right. I'm sick of talking about them, so we can move on.
That was a lovely rant session, everyone. I'm glad we all had that because I think we all needed a little bit of that today.
Let's talk about Olandria and Taylor.
Her body is so tea.
Her body is tea. Her body is tea.
I love her.
Her ass is crazy. Her titties are so perfect. Like
she's perfect.
I don't understand Taylor in his moment saying he's not physically attracted to Olandria because I'm like, hello, what are you looking at? Because I don't know what I'm looking at. And this is a gorgeous down woman, like physically attracted to her. I will be like, I'm physically, maybe not emotionally attracted to each other, but physically attracted. You looking at that body and that face and that gorgeous girl, say you're not physically attracted to her. What word are we living?
I don't think that's what he meant though.
That's what he said. That might
I
not be
think
what he
so.
meant, but that's what he
So
said.
here's what I
intimacy.
Maybe.
yeah.
Like
I think I read it the same way that B did. I absolutely agree with you. Here's where I'm at, because this is my favorite couple. I've made it very clear on several occasions. Taylor and Alondria are my favorite couple right now. I'm glad we saw what we did from them in this episode, and we'll talk about it here shortly. But I think the biggest concern with Taylor right now, and I'm glad that he had the conversation that he did. Was it with Ace? I think it was.
Mhm.
I'm glad he had the conversation that he did with Ace, being like, I just don't know where I'm at with it. Because I can see that they are both people that move very slow in the real world. And Alandria even talked at length about it throughout her confessionals, throughout conversations with the girls, and then with Taylor in this episode. We heard a lot about it from both of them in this episode. They move very slow. Neither of them are people that typically are suited for the Love Island experience. And so I think this process is a little bit jarring for both of them. I think there is physical attraction there, obviously. But I think, to your point exactly, B, I think it's the intimacy. I think it's the being around this person 24/7. I think it's the constantly, like, the idea of, okay, what is too far? What do we need to be doing? It's the constantly having her around, instead of in the normal dating process, you'd be seeing her once, maybe, once a week, twice a week at most, instead of, or maybe more, depending on, if that connection is building.
Also, maybe y'all would have kissed by now.
Exactly.
Even, you know what I mean?
I think Taylor is feeling a lot of pressure, because I think he understands the quality of woman that he's got in front of him. I think he really does. And I think he's just a little bit nervous. At least that's the vibe I'm getting from him. And reading throughout the last couple of episodes, especially the little bits and pieces we've gotten from them, which haven't been a whole lot, unfortunately, like you talked about yesterday, Lana. We haven't gotten a whole lot from them. I really am happy we got a good chunk from them this episode. I'm really happy overall with the conversation we got from them in this episode, because I think we're going to see an improvement from their relationship. And even as Taylor said, we got the kiss from them. And even as Taylor said in this episode, let's make tomorrow a better day. Love to see it.
Yeah, the kiss.
I love to see it.
I love them. Like, I adore both of them as individuals. I don't know if they're for each other. I'm going to say that. I don't know that they're for each other. I think what happened, like, similarly, I was kind of getting, like, Serena Cordell, where I think she, like, played hard to get in the beginning, which, go off, what you're used to and stuff like this. But I feel like he was a little bit more open initially, and, like, when he felt like she pulled back, that's when he started to pull back. And now she noticed that, and she's trying to go for it, and he's in that guarded place. So I feel like they've been, like, pushing and pulling, and I don't know if, because I can totally see, I mean, he stood up for Sierra. I could totally see a world where somebody comes in and is locked in on Olandria, and she pivots and jump ship that way. I could see him going for another chick as well, if somebody who gives him that instant, like, chemistry, which the bombshells often have to do. Like, the bombshells come in, they start kissing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're gonna take your man, they're gonna pull out the tricks. Like, you saw what being too cute, too prissy did to Belle-A. So, like, you can't really, like, this is Love Island. Like, you gotta rizz down, you gotta love down. Like, you cannot just be. This is not act like normal dating, like expecting people to whatever, like how it goes on the outside. Like, no, this is a competition show as well as a love show. So, like, you better get to kissing. And I think that's where they got kind of jammed up, where Taylor was feeling like, man, I don't think she's feeling me like that. I feel like it's giving, like, friendship, right? But now she's like, wait, no, I actually do like him. And, like, which I don't know if I buy it, to be honest. I feel like she likes him for now. I don't know that she actually likes him now because she's very cold, which that's why I said the live thing. Like she's very cold. And
I
so
see that actually. I had never thought that until you brought it up. I see bits and pieces of it. I don't fully agree with it.
right.
Because I've seen her be more open than Liv was.
They
There's a wall. I don't know what the wall is necessarily, but I see a little bit of that.
and she was caught up. She's like their talks, like which they said were about other couples, not them. That's another thing that's giving me like Liv too, because she was always in people business, not really worried about love. And I feel like the recoupling maybe opened her eyes to be like, oh shit, I need to like start loving.
Yeah.
And
she needs to love more instead of island more. I think that's what it needs to be.
Not that he's giving her everything either, because he's not really giving lover boy vibes either, you know, which
they've both been islanding a little bit more and kind of wingman, wingwoman for a lot of their friends, which I love and I'm a big fan of. I see the Liv comparison, but I'm actually going to flip it and reverse it, where Liv was kind of wingwomaning, but never had a solid connection. Alandria has a solid connection with Taylor. They are clearly into each other. Whether they work out is another story. And I think that's the big connection where I would distinguish her from a character like Liv or other characters that we've seen. I would even maybe compare her a little bit more to someone like Justine, where I feel like Justine, as far as on Love Island, have your opinions about her, what they may be. But on Love Island, especially her first season, Justine was always the wingwoman for her friends, but had her connection, but never really dove into her connection. I want Alandria to love more instead of island more right now. And I think after this recoupling, to your point, B, I think that's where we saw the flip. But Lana, I see your face. I want to know I want to see where your thoughts are here, because I'm really curious now.
I have several. I don't think Alandria is cold. That's one point I disagree with. I don't think she's cold. I think she is guarded, and I think it's because of maybe past relationships, maybe things that happen, and because the fact that Taylor has not really made her feel safe and secure in their couple. I think she's kind of like, okay, she's playing a different game than a lot of these people on this island. Her and Shelly are playing a very different game than most of the women on this island. And she knows it. She's very much aware of it. Unfortunately for us Black women, we are aware of the games that we have to play when we're playing on this island. Because as soon as she said one thing to Huda, people jump down her throat calling her the mean girl and she's horrible. Oh my God, I can't believe she did it. And it wasn't even anything that she was being disrespectful. She was just like, girl, calm down because you're doing too much. And we'll talk about this later. Which was all facts. Everything she said was facts. Like nothing she said was wrong. But she has to play a whole different game than Love Island than everybody else. Because all we have to do is have Huda weaponizing tears and crying, and then on the internet and in the public, which is very important on this show. The public is very important on this show. In the public's eye, she turned into villain number one. And it was like, for what reason? Because this girl decided that she was going to mistake what she said and start crying about it. And now she's the villain. And then if the public vote happened, she would be the one catching the strays, not Huda. So I don't think she's cold. I think she's guarded. And unfortunately for her, and even for Shelly, they have to play a game inside the game. I think Taylor hasn't done his job at making sure that she's comfortable and that they are like, this is solid. And because I love them individually, but I don't think they are going to unless, and this is where this has to happen. If a bombshell comes in and applies that pressure to Alandria, Taylor will be that might be what Taylor needs to wake it up and say, okay, either I really do like her, or you know what? It is what it is. I gotta let it
Right.
go. He has to have pressure applied to him. And honestly, I feel that way about all these guys because right now, week one, they are all very comfortable. They are all very comfortable and they don't feel no pressure.
I can see him going if Alandria meets another guy. I can
Mhm.
see him going.
Yes, I can see him going, and it would be
Oh, the cold thing I meant in love. So yes, I guess guarded was the right word. I didn't.
Mhm.
I don't think she's cold with the girls or anything like that. I think she
Mhm.
is good to the girls.
Yeah. I think she's good.
Guarded is the right word for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I think she's good to the girls, and she would be good to a guy if he made her feel comfortable. Because
Mhm.
that's a lot of, and that's what women in general. We just need we just need to be made safe. If we feel safe in a relationship, we will open up and give you everything.
Yes.
PSA to guys, hard women, these women who you say are hard and tough and masculine,
We
they
have
don't want to be. We
no.
only that way because we have to be, because we have to take care of business. We don't feel safe when we're walking around on a regular basis. We don't feel comfortable in relationships because guys always
Y'all
playing in
got
our
us
face.
like that. We don't feel like y'all got us like you're
Right.
reliable. Like you don't. Yeah.
You
Like
don't show us. But once you show that, if you find a couple who are for real love down and they like the soft wife, happy life, you find that it's because
Mhm.
this man has made her feel comfortable enough for her to let those guards down and be like, a woman does not mind submitting to a man or her husband if he is doing what he's supposed to do.
exactly.
And y'all get
Exactly.
so mad. Y'all want people to submit and be all housed up and booed up, and you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. Like you still lying, you out here cheating, you out here making her life hell, but you want her to be, oh, I'll do whatever you want, King.
How
Absolutely
much
not.
older is she than him?
She's 27.
7, so 5 years.
Yeah.
No, 4 years.
He's
Yeah.
24. He's
He's
23.
3 years. 3 years.
Three.
He's
Yeah, he's
24.
24.
Yeah, that's
He's
like
at a different
that's like
place in
10
her
years.
life.
That's like 10 years and
Yeah.
Yeah.
girl years. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Somebody have to come and apply pressure for him to feel like he can do
I agree.
something.
I think she
I
likes
agree.
the idea of him.
Yes.
I think they both like the idea of each other, but I really am not convinced that they like each other.
I
Mhm.
need pressure on one or both
Both.
of them to
Yep.
see what is
Both.
going to happen. They are still my favorite couple because they are my two favorite people in the villa. Therefore, they are my favorite couple. Ultimately, I want what is best for both of them right now. And if it is them together, work. If it is them separately, work. That is where I'm at currently.
There's no
Absolutely.
better matches for them in the villa, though. There's no better matches for them.
Yeah,
I
nobody.
That's
They.
what we say.
Yeah, it
Also,
won't happen until we get some new bombshells coming in and doing some things and stirring some stuff up, because that's what we need. Honestly, we just need that.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think the drama is gonna get stirred up because First Look just dropped, and I've got some tea for y'all at the end with that.
Oh,
So that's gonna be
okay, yes.
messy boots in more ways than one, but I'll
Cool.
save that for the end.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's move.
Oh.
Who?
Okay. You know what?
Yeah.
Boring, but you know what I will say? Cute, whatever.
I mean, I'm happy that Charlie got somebody who likes him. And Hannah came in and was like, "Yay, I'm here. Take me." And he was like, "Great, we're together." Here's my thing. It's still kind of pathetic. I think I said it yesterday. It's kind of pathetic when the whole villa has to hype you up like, "Yay, Charlie got a girl who likes you. Yay, they're kissing." Because nobody wants you. Nobody wanted you. I'm sorry. You came in boring. You picked the most boring mid chick to come in after you. And it's just like, I don't even know anything about them. Now we've had a couple of days in this villa together, and all we know is they like to kiss each other. They ain't had no conversations. They ain't talk about nothing. It's like, "Hey, how you doing?" "I'm good. How you doing?" What? Hello. Barely having a conversation. "I made you breakfast. Thank you."
Because that's literally all we're seeing. They're the milquetoast of the villa, and I'm just like, okay, work.
"I'm so happy you picked me." "Me too." Like, we don't have anything. There is nothing here. It is the most relationship in this villa. I'm gonna be honest. I passed them. They are my Kayla and Aaron of the season. I skip over their conversations.
Oh, I like Kate. I actually liked Kayla and Aaron a little bit.
I ain't like listening to them talk because it was like, oh my god, Aaron. Oh my god, you're good. Oh my god, Aaron. You're great too. I ain't like, no. It's just nothing. It's a whole bunch of nothing burger with these two. They are talking about nothing. They are doing nothing. All we know is that they like to kiss. And I'm like, okay, great. We're not voting for that. We're not voting for that.
No. Kayla and Aaron actually liked each other though.
But they did. And I will give that.
I feel like he knew he was on thin ice. First of all, getting up there as a bombshell
and
having nobody stand up for your ass.
Embarrassing. He should have walked away.
Go ahead and sit your ass on that couch for me, boo.
I would have been like, you know what? I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna get out of here.
Hey, can y'all just book my flight from Fiji to where are they filming Love Island UK now? South Africa? Can y'all just book my flight from Fiji to South Africa? I'll just go jump on UK real quick.
I want to transfer.
Literally, I feel like he would be better on. And the gag, did y'all see they put an American girl on Love Island UK?
Yeah, period. That's where I want to go.
I'm like,
I go on Love Island. Put me on the UK one. No.
Girl, where?
Let me see.
Ma'am, aren't you sitting up in here the one booed out of the, well, no, I am now too, but I was like, bitch, aren't you the one? Anyway, ma'am,
moving right along.
It's on the internet.
Yeah, he needs a transfer. I'm not feeling him. I'm not feeling her. I don't see them staying long. I feel like they're gonna go soon.
She seems perfectly fine. I like her when she's with the other girls, but we're not seeing that much.
Boring.
Ergo, boring milk toast next.
Yeah. Anyone.
My Lord, all right.
Let's get into this because I have a lot of thoughts, and I want to know if we all agree on thoughts or if there's gonna be some fighting up in here. Because let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because Ace picks Amaya in the recoupling, and then the first conversation after the recoupling, he says, "Look here, just want you to know." I'm not kissing you. I'm not holding your hand. I'm not booed up. We're not cuddling. We're not doing none of that because that's my boundaries. I'm going to still explore other people. I just want you to know that. And she like, God damn. Like, hello?
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Like, she like, okay, this conversation couldn't wait till tomorrow. Like, we just literally 5 seconds ago, you was like, I'm picking you. And then you're like, I'm going to pick you. Yes. But we ain't doing nothing. We're not touching.
I don't like you.
I don't like you that much.
I don't like you.
I'm gonna pick you, but I don't like you. Like,
basically.
What? Now here's my thing. Am I mad that Ace wants to set his boundaries early? No. I respect the fact that you want to respect your boundaries and you set them.
Okay.
I mean, but wait, let me finish. I feel like you want to set his boundaries. It's like, okay, get it. But wait a minute, homie. You picked her. You didn't have to go in like that on this girl that you just picked, even though you just met her a day ago. Like, you doing way too much. And you talking to her like she's stupid. Like she don't realize what show she's on. And he like, I think she just want to be booed up so much. No, she ain't never said that. She ain't never said that.
Okay, we're all on the same page. And I'm really happy to hear that because here's, sorry, Lana. Are you finished with your?
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So I agree with you completely. I am not mad at Ace setting his boundaries. I do think, and I appreciate a man in Love Island setting his boundaries. I ain't mad at him going, "This is where I'm at. I understand we're a new couple." I see your face beat. Let me finish my statement because I think you might agree with me after I finish my statement here. Because I see you and I do agree with your face. Because we are on the same page, my love. We are on the same page. Because I'll say this also. Fuck Ace for what he did to her in this episode. That's my overall thought. I actually have a lot of respect for Ace in this specific moment for setting his boundaries. Because it is very difficult a lot of times for men specifically on Love Island to set their boundaries and make their boundaries very, very clear in that way. And he did so in a very clear way. He was like, this is where my boundaries are. This is what I'm expecting out of this. And he did set those boundaries. However, baby, there are 500,000 other words minimum you could have used to convey the way you needed to, other than what you said to that poor girl 5 seconds after you recoupled with her. The way he set his boundaries with her, in my opinion, were unacceptable. Like, the way he went about it was bullshit to me. He could have made it a conversation, and instead he made it a dictation to her. He said, this is what's going to happen. This is what we're going to do. This is how it's going to go. Instead of, hey, new couple, how are you feeling? How are things going? Here's where I'm at. How are you feeling? What do we want to do for tonight? Now we're a new couple. That's how he should have gone about it. Instead, he said, this is where I'm at. This is what he could have conveyed his boundaries in a way that also respected hers, and he did nothing of the sort. And that's what I have the biggest issue with. I'm not mad at him conveying his boundaries to her. What I'm mad about is the way that he did it.
Okay, I'm about to go in.
All right.
I hate Ace. I think he has no business being on this show. I think he's an absolute clown and a joker. I think, similar to Belle-A, why are you here? You should have went on something else. You should have went on what, America's Best Dance Crew, whatever fucking dance show, twirl, whatever. Do something like that, because you're not here for love. First of all, you going around talking about how you've never been in a relationship and this and that and all this stuff. You're not giving none of the girls anything, by the way. Like, even Shelly, you're not giving her what you're supposed to be giving her. You sit there, you talk to these women, you want them to compliment you. You just be like, yeah, this, that, like trying to be like a player or whatever. Like, you are a player. And Amaya clocked you for exactly what you are. You are a player. You're a game player. Because, like, you don't have the riz that you think you do. And you're not that cute that like you think you are to have these women begging for you. You want to be chased. You want to be the princess. You want to be courted. You are not him, sweetheart. And at the end of the day, what really pissed me off here is that Amaya was having other connections. She did have a nice connection with Austin. The conversation was flowing. They were bouncing off of each other. And you just picked her because your commitment focus. You want to be this, oh, you know, I'm scared of commitment. I've never been in a relationship. You know, I just keep it P. I just keep it P. That's why you didn't pick Shelly, because you might actually like her a little bit, but you don't want to show that. And like, so you played with Shelly again, and in the process, you used Amaya to do that shit, where she's just coming and trying to do her job, when she could have matched with Austin, which we heard about tonight, because Austin was feeling her too, and was like, why are you doing this love triangle go for no reason? Then the other thing that pisses me off about Ace, you have such a freaking problem with Huda and Jeremiah and all the other people in couples. What the fuck are you here for, bro? What do you think this is?
He wants Huda.
You're encouraging everybody to do all this stuff to get to know other people and kiss other people, and oh, Nick, you ate that, da, 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 da. But you over here like, oh, I don't kiss and I don't do this and I don't cuddle and stuff. Like, bitch, the boundaries are fake. You're just trying to be a player, but you don't want to be clocked as being too bad of a guy because you don't want smoke. Like, you over here stringing freaking Shelly along. You tried to play with Amaya, but she wasn't the fucking one to be played with. And I'm happy that she crashed out on you 3 times and put you in your place 3 times, because who the fuck do you think you are? And what the fuck do you think you give? Because it's absolutely nothing but clownery and foolishness. And you look a fucking mess, bro. So take your freaking boundaries and get the fuck out the villa, because you're not there for love. And stop playing with 2 freaking girls who are there for the right reasons.
And I agree.
I agree.
I think Ace is just, he's mad because he's got called out. I say kudos to Amaya for doing so, because he is giving player vibes. The only reason I put the red flags on both of them is Amaya baby girl, you too good, you too bad of a chick to be crying over no man, especially not a man like Ace, because he is not worth your tears. He is not worth any of that. But I understand she was just upset,
He's
and sometimes
embarrassed.
I cry. I cry sometimes when I get upset, and it's like, oh, emotions just I'm so mad. But I also feel like Ace picking Amaya was very strategic and very much like he wanted to do that to see if Shelly was gonna crash out about him picking Amaya over her. And then he got his bubble busted when Shelly was like, absolutely not, don't care. I'm gonna just move on and continue this relationship that I have with Austin, and we can see where that goes. I'm gonna just push it close. All Ace is doing is pushing Shelly closer to anybody else but him. And you know what? I'm okay with that because, like I said, Shelly's man is not in this villa right now, and that's perfectly fine. Amaya's man may be Austin or maybe not in this villa right now.
Yeah, maybe
Austin or maybe not in the villa right now. It's okay. Honestly, I just feel like Ace is doing way too much for this show, and it's about time he gets his feelings hurt. It's about time he gets his feelings hurt. And like I said, these men are getting way too comfortable. So bombshells need to come in and actually do bombshell things, and put that Ace will see Shelly ain't studying him and Amaya ain't studying him, and he gonna be like, what the what? And if he gotta go, baby, he gotta go.
I need a proper man bombshell to walk in. I need a couple of them to bombshell the fuck out of this villa and teach these men, period. I need all of these men to get a fucking reality check. Because right now, every single one of these men in this villa needs a reality check. That all of them are too comfortable. And the women know that too. And I think all of the women right now are kind of just riding the wave, except for Amaya. And I really appreciate her stepping up, like stepping the entire villa's pussy up in this moment by just calling him out for what he is, which is a player, which is going back on what he's been saying, which is like contradicting every 5 seconds. And I do agree with everything you said, B. That's why I gave him his props, because I want to acknowledge when men do set their boundaries, because it is difficult for men on this show. Whether they're fake or not, jury's still out. I think I agree with you. Point being, though, we don't see it very often, so I wanted to acknowledge it. Okay. But I do think I agree with you. I agree with everything you said. And I need a lot of these men.
He's the biggest gaslighter in the freaking villa.
I disagree, actually. I still think it's Jeremiah.
Oh, well, his ego is freaking out of control. And I don't even think he's going to have that moment of humbling or humility. I feel like he's going to get, like, so for him to have that moment, what would need to happen is that he would have to go all in on Shelly. And I don't want that for her.
Nope.
Because I can see her falling for it low key. And I don't want that for her.
I don't know if that's anymore.
That's the part that is
not anymore.
The part that's gonna get me upset. Girl, we saw the sneak peek. You saw the sneak peek.
But that was not her defending him. That was Amaya going after her for what she feels is going on. I don't think Shelly is in too deep with Ace, especially after the conversation her and Alandria had. I think she knows that Ace is a player. They said it on After Sun. They said it together. They know he a player, and they not trying to feel that.
I don't want her to fall for it. I'm gonna get upset if she does. I think that he needs to be the first guy to get chopped off the island. I think that no other guy that's there right now should go in lieu of him. He needs to be the one to get chopped because he is not there for the right reasons. And he is there. And sorry, this is the PSA to the producers. Stop casting people that have never been in a relationship and have no intentions of being one. Like, I get it, you want a player or whatever, but at least have a player who's been in a relationship before. Because I hate a bitch that comes in talking about I'm a commitment phobe and never been like this. I saw this shit with Ty. Like, nobody's gonna work on this man and change this man. He's trying to be the princess. And like, no, and don't do that with Amaya. Like, Amaya's not that bitch. I want to talk about my girl Amaya. Amaya, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Have these people press.
Yeah.
Give us some drama because we needed it because it was very boring. Okay.
Yes.
And people have been calling you out your name and doing all this little sneaky shit just because you came in and did what you needed to do. I love a chick from New York, and she's giving very much baddie energy. And I love when she told him, I know my worth and I'm not going to chase and this and that. Because he was there trying to rope her in again, talking about, so, I would still like to get to know you or whatever. And she was like, no. Because I feel like every conversation we have, you pissing me off. You trying to clown me. You trying to make it seem like I'm sweating you.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I feel like other girls would have fell for that shit.
Yeah.
She's
so happy.
In 2 days, she's leaped up to my second favorite girl.
She's probably
like it's a Landria and then Amaya right now. Like they are my two favorites right now. Like I'm obsessed with her. She is giving the bombshell girl energy that I wanted and that I've been talking about. And I talked about it yesterday when I was in the chat with you, Lana. This is exactly the energy I wanted. And I'm thrilled about it.
Good. Because she got an unfair shake coming in the villa. Because that white girl ain't getting no smoke. And she
kissed the same dude she kissed. But okay.
So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're good on them though. Rooting for you.
Let's talk about this. Now, here's the thing. I never in my life thought I was going to do this.
Me too.
But I'm gonna do this. Austin, I'm giving you your sevens. I'm giving you your sevens. You can't get your tens. You can't get your tens because I'm still never gonna give you your tens. I don't like you that much to give you your tens, but I will give you your sevens.
Why? Because it's a man whore?
Other reasons.
Other reasons too. I don't trust him. I don't trust him with Shelly. I don't trust him with any black woman. I don't trust him.
Yeah.
I think he's doing this for some game clout, some situations, some things because he know Americans we do love our black women on these kind of shows. They know that. We love a swirl man's in this on this USA island streets. We love that, and I don't feel like I can trust him. His past has shown me I don't trust him with black women, and he ain't shown me differently yet. But I will give you your sevens, and I will tell you to talk your because you ain't speaking nothing but facts in this whole situation. Because what is really going on, and I did see the first look, Logan, and he's very valid in his feelings.
I can't wait.
We'll talk about it
tomorrow. I can't wait for tomorrow. Well, no, I can't wait for tomorrow to talk.
About it. Oh, yeah,
that's what I meant. I can't wait for tomorrow to talk about it, baby. I will be here. I will be sat, and I will be ready.
But
because
talk your stuff, Austin. Talk it, say it, be truthful and be honest, because what is really going on? You had every right to pick Shelly first, Ace. You could have picked her first. You picked first before him. You could have picked her. You heard this man sit in that room and say him and Amaya had a good conversation and him and Amaya had a good moment. So even if you wanted to still explore your relationship with Amaya, you would have still had the opportunity to do that because you knew Austin was going to pick her. You knew that. But you decided you wanted to play games and you wanted to see if Shelly was going to crash out over you, and you picked someone else, but you still pulling her and you taking time away that she can be having with Austin, who she's in a couple with, so she can go and be up there with you. And it's kind of like, wait, what? No. And for people like, I don't know why he crashing out, because he's actually trying to find a relationship. And I do believe he likes Shelly. I do believe he has some kind of interest in Shelly. And I think if Shelly was to return the interest fully, he would be down with that. And they would be able to be, figure out where their relationship could go. But he doesn't have that opportunity because every time he thinks he can pull her and talk to her and get she over there with him.
They're playing with that freaking ball.
She over there playing with Ace. And I'm like, okay. But Shelly, I do agree with you, B. She need to step it up and either cut the cord with that one. Cut the cord with Ace. War with both of them because they ain't ready. Look, bring in a girl for Shelly because I think she want a woman anyway more than she want a man. And you know what? I
Well,
wouldn't be that mad at. And we saw that too.
we may have. Uh-huh.
We ain't go count it out, but we're not gonna count it out. But I'm just saying it just they doing the most. But for you, Ace, to make me agree with Austin in any capacity,
Uh-huh.
screw you. Get off my TV screen. I can't stand you for that because I never wanted to agree with Austin on anything in this whole season, and you're making me defend Austin. So now I'm pissed. I'm pissed off at you for making me defend Austin. But Austin ain't said nothing wrong. He did everything right. He has every right to crash out. So I will give you your 7s, you 8. And Shelly, you need to just either cut both of them loose, cut one of them loose, or I hope a bombshell comes in and it sweeps you off your feet, so you ain't got no choice but to be like, deuces, because y'all playing on her top, and I'm not going to let y'all do that. Not to Shelly, I still love Shelly. She is still in my top 3, so y'all not going to do that. Y'all not going to do that. Y'all not going to do that.
I did not ever think I would come on this internet and say, work Austin, because the way that man crashed out saying, what the fuck is going on up in here on this day? And the way that the editors kept cutting back and forth between Ace and Shelly and Austin going off, I loved every bit of it. It was peak Love Island cinema to me in the best way. I do not want to defend Austin in the slightest, but I agree with you, Lana. He did not say anything that was incorrect. And that's where I'm going to leave it for right now.
I'm fucking with Austin. I don't know anything about why people like him, to be honest, because from what I've seen on the show, he isn't the worst guy there. I think he's a nice dude.
His character on the show, he's getting a very positive.
He's a nice dude. He's funny. Mm-hmm. He respects the ladies from what I can see. I feel like that's even more what's going on with him and Shelly. I feel like it's very much friendship. Maybe he likes her a little bit or finds her attractive, but it's not reciprocated. But I do also feel like he's that's my girl, and I'm gonna have her back or whatever. I could see them staying together until their people come in type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, for example, if the decision was between Amaya and Shelly, I would, for Austin, and one of them was going home, from yesterday, I could see him picking Shelly. If it was an elimination, right? Instead of whatever. I could see him picking Shelly off of loyalty and things I could see him being that dude. I don't know. The vibe that they give me is they're close, in that way. But he was completely valid. He had chemistry with somebody else. What fucking are you playing at? It's a joke at this point. And I don't want to be in a love triangle is what he said. Especially this, it's an unnecessary love triangle because Shelly, you don't like this man. And Ace, you don't like Amaya. You just did that because you afraid of whatever commitment, what you trying to be a player. So I feel like what Austin needs to do is sit both them down and be like, what the fuck are you motherfuckers playing at? Because that's not okay. Because imagine it's a situation where a guy needs to go home. And you just split up a connection that he could have had to leave him vulnerable. If I'm Austin, I'm looking at Ace oh, bitch, you trying to make me vulnerable because you still coming for my chick. So if that's what you knew you wanted to do, then do that. And you got to think about that too. People don't think about that when it's a competition show, but it is a love competition show. You got to think the person, if you're doing funny style stuff like that, it's because you okay with me leaving this villa.
Absolutely.
And I can't mess with you. I can't fool with you over that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Shelly is not my favorite. To be honest, I think she's I don't like her conversations with Ace. I don't like how she's handling those conversations. I think today she said something that was nice, or that was kind of I was okay, you ate that, when she said I'm not here to be the perfect woman for Ace or whatever. But I think before, he thinks he could play these games with Amaya and shit because you're buying into that shit because that's what you're playing at. And you over here reinforcing, like Shelly be complimenting Ace down, just right into his bullshit. He be sat there like, oh, word, you think I'm cute? Oh, word. Not telling her that she's beautiful back, not telling her that she look good. Oh, yeah, like, you know, because we already know on the
I
outside.
see that.
Like, and she just be there like, yeah, I mean, you know, you look good and you got, you know, a nice smile and stuff. Like, girl, don't play into that shit. Don't play into that because he's stringing you along and you just like on it. Like, I don't like that.
Today was the first day, I agree with you, where I was like, okay, Shelly, I see you not feeding into his ego. I like Shelly a lot. I will say I like Shelly a lot because I think she's been a very good support for the girls. And I think she's been on the side. She's been a girl's girl, like Huda's trying to be, but failing miserably, horribly, disgustingly. But I am going to agree with you on that. I think, unfortunately, I think her connection with Austin has been very interesting, and I think she's been very open-minded to it. I think there is a closed offness with Austin. I don't know necessarily what it is. I don't know whether maybe she can sense something with Austin. I'm not sure necessarily what it is, but I think what she was maybe banking on is maybe that connection with Ace because they know each other from outside. I think that's what it has to do with. I think there's that comfortability level with Ace. But I think now, today is the first time where she was like, okay, maybe now the more that I know this man, the more that I'm like, maybe I don't fuck with this man. And maybe I actually need to.
And this is already after she heard about his conversation with Amaya where he's like, you calling me baby is like too much. She's probably like, well, damn.
Yeah, I think now we're going to see the shift in Shelly.
I mean, I don't know if I think this more has to do with the fact that she didn't really know him. They just met each other outside of a club. They didn't really go out. They talked over Instagram. She didn't know him. And now she was seeing when she came in, they talked and it's like, she's like, oh, okay, I know him. So this is a comfortability thing. We can, maybe we can finally explore what we've been trying to explore before. And now she's seeing the real Ace. She's seeing Ace is not that dude. She's like, okay. And I think she was playing into it in the beginning because she really wanted it. I think she really did want that connection with him. So she's flirting and she's like, oh yeah, you're so cute. You're so gorgeous. I mean, you're handsome. I like that because she really wanted to have that connection with him. But the more she sees him, and I think what he did in this recoupling just will open her eyes. And I think this is when we're going. I understand your feelings towards her, B, on why you feel that way about her. I think now she's going to get into a point where she's like, my eyes are open very much wide, and I see what you're doing. She gonna still talk to Ace because she's not a mean person. She ain't gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna cut you off. She's not gonna cut him off completely. She's still gonna have chats with him, but I think she's going to be more aware of what is happening. And so now she's gonna have to make a decision. I will say that. She is going to have to make a clear, definite decision when it comes to Ace, not Austin, because I think her and Austin can still talk and explore.
Her and Austin are good.
I don't want her to go back to Austin.
Me either.
On some, like, if it's a recoupling and like let's say another chick comes in and her pull Austin away because of friendship. Like, I don't think he deserves that because I don't think he's ever been giving friendship from the beginning. So Shelly, go with Ace and figure it out with fucking Ace then, or couple up with somebody new. Stop blocking.
I mean, I will say this: Austin was not perfect in this episode either, because we did see him talking to Charlie like, "Oh my God, I want you to just don't tell anybody." But me and Amaya kissed. We just had a little make-out session on the dock, and I'm like, "Yes, why? Okay, if you talking about what's happening with this love triangle between you, ain't being open and honest your dang self either with Shelly either. So I think both of y'all holding back on some things, and that's fine to explore." That is why you should have just been like, look, I like Amaya just like I like you. And I think we should. And I don't think Shelly would have had an issue with that.
Question here. You think Shelly was gagged that Ace didn't pick her?
She was gagged. She was gagged.
I think Austin was also gagged.
Austin was very much gagged because Austin was prepared to pick Amaya.
Pick Amaya, 100%.
Austin was 100% prepared.
I feel like they were both on the page where they're like,
yes,
like we both gonna like I'm gonna get Amaya, period, and you're gonna get Ace, and like period.
And
like,
we can still talk, and we can still chat and explore, but we can still be in different couples and do that. They were prepared for that. They were prepared for that. Ace is the one being stupid.
Exactly. And so that's why I feel like they are on a tip like where he has expressed interest with Amaya.
Yes.
And he's been watching her with Ace since day one. So I feel like they on that tip.
I think
honestly, go ahead.
I think with Ace, not Ace, Austin, I think what I want from Austin is to be a little bit more vocal. That's all I want, Austin. Be clearer and concise and more vocal in what you want. And like tell Ace, I need you to chill out. Stop pulling her for these chats when I'm trying to talk to her. Don't interrupt me. Now, if you want to interrupt her when she's talking to anybody else, you do that. But don't interrupt me in her conversations when I'm talking to her, because I'm trying to build something here and she's in my couple. But if you want to pull her for chats, I don't care, but you don't come over here and you don't interrupt me with her. Like, don't do that. And don't sit there and try to play our couple play in our face like, oh, y'all ain't real and da. That stuff you doing, Ace, is foolishness. It's foolishness. And I need Shelly to be like, set boundaries with Ace now. Look. Yeah. Me and Austin's relationship is me and Austin's relationship, and let's cut that off. You're not gonna talk about us. Now we can talk about me and you and how you want to go forward if you want to go forward, but don't disrespect what we got over here. And that's the boundaries that needs to be set between them and Ace, because Ace feel like he can just say and do and everything. Like you said, smile a little bit and everybody's supposed to follow his feet. Baby, you're not the prize. You're not the catch. Wow. You're not it. You're not it, baby. You're not.
And honestly, that's exactly what I was going to say. I want Shelly to find her man, because I agree with y'all. Shelly's man is not in this villa. Maybe Shelly's woman is in this villa. I actually think that might be the case now. I would love to see. Maybe. I would like to see Shelly's person walk into this villa, whoever that may be. That may be.
Absolutely.
I would like to see Shelly in a better relationship than this. I don't think this is bad by any means of the imagination, but I actually think I agree with you, B. I would like to see Austin with Amaya. Yeah. I actually think that's a much better couple. Right?
Much better fit.
And Austin doesn't need to be on the chopping block. Ace.
No. I think if we get more bombshells coming in, which I possibly think we will in the next couple of days, and they're going to be guys, because the next recoupling is going to be the girl's choice, which I'm happy about. I don't think Austin should be the one on the chopping block. I think Austin should be very much safe and secure between whether it be Shelly or Amaya. I think he needs to be safe. And I did not think I was going to be the one saying something like that about Austin. But I think Austin needs to be safe in his coupling, whether it's Shelly or Amaya. And if it's not, and if Shelly goes and finds somebody else, if a new bombshell comes in and he's there for her and blah, 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 great. But Ace needs to be in trouble.
You need to go.
He needs to go. Yeah. Because I feel like he's doing too much.
He's never going to get it. He's a fucking kid. He's never going to get it.
I think what we're gonna get from the bombshells, and then I think we should move on because we got one more couple, right? What I want to see two guys and a woman, because I would like to see if there is, I'm curious if they did bring in any other bisexual women, potentially as bombshells. I'm really curious if they did for someone like Shelly specifically. I'm really curious and I would love to see that on the US version specifically. I would love to see it, but. Period. I want Shelly's person in the villa, and I think Austin and Amaya would actually make a really great couple right now, because they both add that level of spice to each other. Even though Austin is the whitest of the white men, I think him and Amaya would actually be a really cool connection. But I do appreciate how he's been moving with Shelly, and I do want to compliment him on that. And I never thought I would be up in here complimenting Austin like this. Damn, but I am the character he is showing on this show. I am really impressed. He is one of the better guys in this villa right now, and I'm genuinely surprised.
He is.
He
He's
definitely
the
is
most
that.
respectful because he don't be talk and not performative respectful like Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Actually respectful to the girls in the
Him
football.
him and Taylor are the most respectful guys.
And the rest
So
of them,
and Nick. I'm gonna throw Nick in there because at least Nick has been for the most part
I
respectful.
don't like it's the for the most
everybody.
it's for the most part that throws me off.
Fair.
You got to either be
I'm just trying to
respectful or not.
transition the conversation into the last couple
Yeah,
so we
Nick
can
is
talk
giving
about it.
Kendall.
We're talking. Okay, so
Oh, I disagree wholeheartedly. Okay,
what'd you say?
interesting.
What'd you
He's
say?
giving Kendall levels of mess
Oh,
I disagree.
I think there's
with
traits.
the gossiping.
There's traits. Absolutely, he's a gossiper.
Hey.
He is a gossiper. He is definitely he loves coming in and be like, wait, what?
Hey.
He loves coming in like, wait, what? Oh no, that's a red flag for me. That's like who want what? Like
Coming to him, please.
yeah. He I can see the levels. I can see the levels. But Sierra and Nick, this couple right here. So here's my thing. Did I think Nick handled the Belle Dasher situation correctly throughout the whole thing? Not the whole thing, but I think he did tell her, and he was telling her and Sierra pretty much the same thing. The same thing the whole time. He let them know that he has these feelings for both of them. He's 50-50. He's torn, blah, blah, blah. Up until everything that happened before Soul Ties, he was doing right. He was doing right. Now, even kissing her in Soul Ties, I don't think was the worst thing he could have done. And kissing Sierra in the photo booth wasn't the worst thing he could have done. But what the problem is, where we fall off the rails with Nick for me, is when Sierra comes point blank and says, "Hey, is there a reason why Bella felt so blindsided? And did you give her hope that you would pick her?" And he's like, "No, I told her the same thing. I know." She was like, "What? Like, were you? Why would she feel that way?" And if he would have said, "Okay, we did kiss in Soul Ties, and maybe that's what she felt the hope from," and Sierra would have been like, "Oh." And even though I kissed you 5 minutes after that, but she couldn't be mad because you literally mounted him and made him kiss you in that photo booth. So, boo, you can't really be mad that you initiated the kiss with him 5 minutes after he left Soul Ties with Belle Dasher. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. But what I do say is that Sierra, finds out about this said kiss that happened in Soul Ties from Alandria, who I don't think was trying to be messy. She was just talking and doing what girls do. She doing what girls do.
She thought she knew.
She like, I thought you knew, girl. She thought you knew, girl. Alandria was just talking like girls. She like talking like these girls gossip. Like girls gossip what we do in our quarters. Like, girl, I can't believe he said this. Like that man was kissing her down. And then when she saw Sierra's face, she was like, "Girl, you didn't know. I thought you knew. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it." And I'm like, was Alandria being messy? Or was she not?
No,
or did she realize?
I don't think she was being messy. I didn't see it as messy. I did not see it as messy because I think, for me at least, in the perception of that moment, I feel like Alandria had the perception of Nick being like, because I think she saw that Nick and Sierra had that conversation after the recoupling. And I feel like she had the assumption that Nick had let Sierra know. And I think that is why she felt comfortable enough to say it. Now, did she immediately know? Obviously, no. Could I be wrong? Yes. Am I an Alandria defender? Yes.
Yes.
But
always.
I don't think she was being messy. I don't
think
see it as a mess because her immediate reaction was, "Oh no." And then she immediately went into girl mode of like, "Oh girl." Like it was the immediate switch for me instead of the, "Oh no." Like it didn't feel forced. It didn't feel fake. It felt genuine. From the 7 days we've known Alandria, I could be going off of a lot of assumption here, and I am.
I don't think she meant
I'm
it.
at with
I don't think she meant it as messy. I don't think she was trying to be messy. I don't think so. You think so?
I don't think she was trying to be messy either, but I also feel like I don't know. I'm gonna say production.
Oh.
Feel like
I could see
I
that.
can see that too.
somebody tell this bitch that he was creeping.
He was creeping so we can have this
That wouldn't-
conversation.
Okay. Okay, you know what? And Alandria is not a bad
Person to say it.
vehicle, not a bad person to be the vehicle for that news. I'll say that because she is one of the sweeter girls. Her and Sierra do have a good connection. So, like, if it's gonna come from one of the girls, at least it's not someone like Hutta.
Yeah, it should have came from Shelly. I feel like because I feel like
I agree.
Shelly and Sierra are really close. I'm
Yeah.
getting that vibe.
I do say that yesterday I said this on the podcast. I said, Sierra, you are not as tough as you think you are. And I love her. I think she's great. I think she's wonderful, but she loves to put on this tough girl act, but then she doesn't follow through with her tough girl. I'm like, if you go be a bad bitch all the way through, like through and through, like stand on business, 10 toes down. But I knew, nope. This girl, I knew from the second she said, I'm going to have a conversation with him, she was going to fold like origami paper. And that is what she
disagree.
did.
No,
I'm not going to let you do that. But then let me tell my piece and then you can tell your piece.
Please do. Absolutely.
I love this.
Because, baby, she folded like origami paper. She talked to Nick. First of all, she was like, oh, I'm going to have a conversation with him. I'm going to tell him about himself. Like, how I just kissed him 5 minutes after that day. Like, he ain't tell me. And I gave him a perfect opportunity to tell me. Like, when she with the girls, she tough. She like, girl, I'm riding. I'm down. She got over to that conversation with Nick. And she said, were you going to tell me that you kissed Belle-A in Soul Ties? And he was like, I thought about it. I debated if I should or not. And she was like, okay, first of all, that meant you weren't going to tell me. You weren't going to tell me. Just say that you were not going to tell me.
He wasn't. He said
he was like, I thought about it. Then he was like, I'm not going. I wasn't.
Relevant.
Because Bella's gone now. What's the point of me telling you that I kissed her? I don't see the reason for that. So he wasn't going to tell you. And she's like, oh, well, okay, well, I guess since you were in a tough situation, I guess it's okay, but I just don't do it again because then I won't be so nice about it, but it's fine. And then she's like, in her confessionals, I just couldn't do it. Looking at his green eyes, baby, you folded like, even Belle-A had some words for this man on the way out that made him go, oh, shoot. Like,
too.
And like, Nick loves the chase. Nick loves somebody who's going to make him go, ooh. Oh, shoot. All right. This girl is not giving that. She is giving every second she gets. He can do what he want to do, and she go fold. Because let's be honest. We gonna be honest. Nick is gonna have 4 or 5 more bombshells coming in there looking for him. Then he gonna have 4 or 5 more women coming in looking. She gonna go through this situation cycle after cycle after cycle if she stays with him.
She's going home. She's not long for the village.
She ain't long for this world because she is going to, she folds like origami paper. She is going to let him do what he does and she ain't go check him on it.
It's a shame.
She folded. She is not as hard as she wanted to be. Like, especially even when after that body count situation game that they had, and she was like, if anybody got a problem with how my body count is, just get laid. I don't care. And then a second later, she in the kitchen. I think he might pick Bella because she only had 1 person, and I had 18 people, and he might pick her. He might like, girl, if you gonna be a bad bitch, be that and stand on it. Like, she folds so fast for me, and I'm like, I want you to have that energy that you have in the girls' dressing room when you sitting in front of Nick talking. Let him know you are not going to do this to me. And if you do it again, I'm going to give you a pass this one time. But if you do it again, just know we're going to have some problems. Nick is going to do it again. Because Nick is a what? He's a head turner. His head will turn and will spin every direction of the sun. As soon as another bombshell comes in looking for him, he turn it. Sorry. And that's all I have to say.
Logan, you go.
Okay. I here's what I will say. I do agree with a lot of the points that you said. I didn't love the way that she went about this whole situation. I didn't love her, not immediately folding, but going, oh, he's got the puppy dog eyes. Here's what I'm going to say on the situation. She was in a very interesting position coming in as the bombshell when she did, obviously, and her and Belle-Dasha's situations were so distinctly different that it was a very, unique situation for her to be in as a bombshell. Obviously, the whole situation that went down with Alandria, not an ideal situation for her. In my opinion, I think she went about things about as well as she could have. I do agree. I think she's a little bit harder when she's with the girls or outside of the one-on-one conversations with Nick as she is with Nick. Now, here's what I liked about this conversation specifically. And I'm going to focus on the one-on-one conversation here because that's where I got the most positive from her specifically. Where she goes into this conversation, it's immediate. She goes, so when were you going to tell me about this? She goes direct. She's not going around in circles. She's not doing any of that kind of stuff. She's going direct. I appreciate a woman that's going to come into this villa and go direct for what she's going to ask for and direct for the points that she is going to make. That I appreciate because a lot of these women in here across the seasons and in this villa specifically are not asking for and not looking at what they want directly. Sierra is a woman that knows what she wants directly. Mm-hmm. I think the other big thing here is she let it slide because she understands that Nick was in a very difficult position. Mm-hmm. And knows she is also not necessarily yet, emphasis here on yet, she is not yet in the power position. He was in the power position. He had the power. He picked her. She, I think, is a good game player here where she understands that there needs to be a little bit more give and take here. Mm-hmm. So she understands, I'm going to let him have this one. It was a very difficult decision because she understands the connection that, he had with Belle-Dasha, even though it was only a day more than it was with Sierra. He did still end up picking her over Belle-Dasha. And I appreciated the end of this conversation more than anything else when, to him directly, she says something to the effect of, all right, I see it. I'm going to let this go. I hope you understand. I'm going to let this go. And we're going to move forward with things. He immediately goes, I would love nothing. Well, he says nothing less but
and then more.
And she goes, I hope you understand this situation. And immediately he goes, crystal clear. Mm-hmm. I don't think this is a situation where she is folding for him. I think this is a situation where he is folding for her. Mm-hmm. That's how I see it. But I think this is ultimately going to be a situation where they're going to be in a comfortable couple. Mm-hmm. And I see both of them exploring their options. I think both of them are going to be head turners more than just Nick is going to be a head turner. But the reason why I'm going to praise Sierra here, and I have, is because I really appreciated her straightforward going, I'm going to solve this problem. We're going to talk about this. I'm going to move on from it because we're in this couple right now. I'm going to focus on our couple because I do have a connection with you. But just know, I'm going to move on from this. I'm going to put it in our past. She ain't going to forget it.
No.
But she's going to put it in the past. And I appreciate at every single point we have seen from Sierra so far, it has been nothing but maturity from her.
Yes, she's real.
And you cannot say that about most of the people in this villa. And that is the thing I appreciate the most from her.
Never call her immature.
I never said you did. And I never said you did. Never said you did. That's why I see your points. I agree with a lot of your points, but I disagree respectfully with your points. And I thank you.
She did bold though, but go ahead.
I wanna say on the maturity point, I think that's what gave her the edge over Belle-A. I feel like Belle-A physically is more Nick's type. I feel like he wanted it to work, but Belle-A was too fucking goofy and kitty and like even like when she would talk about certain things, it gave like you more sad that you're losing the opportunity to be on a show versus like Nick, which is like Love Island. Like I remember that conversation she was having with, I think it was Shelly, where she's like, or hudda or something. Like, I just know I have more to give and this and that. And it wasn't kissing and it wasn't none of that shit. It was like you didn't want your time on Love Island to be a wrap.
Right.
And like, so I think that's what gave her the edge over Belle is the maturity, and also the fact that like she puts herself out there like for somebody like Nick, you know, like she's very she came in as a bombshell and she talked to the other guys, but she was giving very much Nick down.
Right.
And there were other guys that wanted her. I mean, 4 guys got up for her. She picked them, right? So
Yeah.
I think like that's very telling. Like, but maybe because of that moment, he felt like he can take her for granted, and I feel like probably was. I don't know. Actually, I feel like maybe. I feel like Nick. I'm not mad at Nick because Nick is playing Love Island.
Yep.
Yes. I'm not mad at either of them because they're both playing Love Island.
I'm not mad at Nick because Nick, you were Love Islanding down, and Sierra, you came in as a bombshell, and you were like, "Okay, let's get in the paint. It's me versus you. Let's see who's gonna get him."
The first bombshell, she is bombshelling the way she needs to,
and that's bombshelling, and took him twice, right? She took him twice. So you know what? So like, yeah, Love Island down. Like I like them. I don't think they're long for each other. I think that Nick being like what people would consider one of the more attractive dudes, and then, you know, one of the power positions, there's dudes that are going to try to come in and challenge him. Not so much they like Sierra, but challenge him for that top dog spot. And that's where that's where we're going to see. I don't see Sierra pivoting. I don't see her twirling into somebody else.
See, I do.
I don't.
Okay.
I feel like she's way more into him than he's into her. And maybe that's just like right now, but I feel like she's way more into him than he's into her. And I feel like he's more her type than she is his type. And I see him, the next bombshell that comes in, if she's trying to get it with him, Sierra girl, you better watch out. You better watch out, because I've seen it before where girls get caught up with like every bombshell. I mean, Ty and Ella, or, you know, Jess and Sammy. Every bombshell that comes in, oh shit, and he's testing it, and he's testing it, and he's testing the waters, and you're just gonna be there. I could see Sierra falling into that position until he don't pick her no more, and I don't want her to be in that position because personality-wise, she's one of my favorites. I feel like she's the most down to earth, one of the more down to earth chicks in there. Alentria, another one, but I feel like she's one of the most like down, real, like comfortable in her own, like knows who she is type of, you know. So I don't want that.
She's a woman that knows what she wants.
She knows who she is. She knows who
her worth.
Yeah, which is huge. So.
Yeah.
It's refreshing to see on Love Island. I got to be 100% honest with you. It's very refreshing to see on Love Island.
I just don't want her to lose that. And I think the longer she's with Nick is when she can lose it. And I don't want her to lose her self-worth and knowing who she is and conforming to what Nick likes instead of what she deserves. You know what I mean? Because I feel like when she jumped in that photo booth and she was trying to make sure to secure the bag and make sure that I think she was doing more than what she would know, what she does, but she just like, she was trying to secure the bag, and I'm not that mad at it. I just want her.
Love Islanding.
She was Love Islanding, and I get it, and I'm not mad at anybody playing the game because that's what she signed up for. But I just want her to know her worth and continue to do what she do. Because she, like I say, she is one of the few ones that have just.
I like her.
I like her. I like her.
Too. I like her.
I like her. But yeah, Logan.
I love that we've turned Love Island into a verb. Love Islanding. I love
yes, I always do that, by the way.
I love that.
Love islanding. Some people just be islanding, but some people be
some people
islanding.
be loving, some people be islanding.
But
these two are love islanding.
Yeah, they're Love Islanding down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
but let's jump into this first look because
baby, we are getting Amaya v. Shelley in the makeup room. We are getting the Ace and Austin conversation. We are going to get that tomorrow. And It's day 8 and we're getting pies in the face.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting question game. We're getting messy questions.
It's Mary Pie.
Kiss Mary Pie. Yep.
We're getting.
Well,
Kiss
maybe it's
Mary
not
Pie.
exactly Kiss Mary Pie, but it's a version of that.
It's a version. We got the question of who do you think is the most likely to fake a relationship to get to the final?
Jeremiah.
We got who's most likely to be here for clout, and the part that I am most excited about, we get Shelly and Sierra making out, and I can't wait for that.
Oh, I knew they wanted to.
We get them making. Here's the thing: we getting them making out, and we getting Austin feeling the type of way about them making out because she ain't never even kissed me like that, and here she is kissing her like that.
Baby, it's a game. Jesus.
They give that though. They're very close.
And that's why I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
what
I can't wait. I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Me either.
I mean, I go ahead.
I love that actually. I would love Shelly and Sierra to couple up. I think that would be great.
Too big.
We've only had one bi couple, and that was on All Stars. Two girls were together on All Stars. But I think that they suit each other.
My thing is, if that's what they want, and if they feel comfortable enough doing that, and they feel like this is something that could happen from this, by all means, do what you do, and trust me, because your man's ain't in the villa. Your man's ain't in the villa. Neither one of y'all men's full long-term men are in the villa. So
I'm curious what the public would think.
I think that's something, and that is something that I'm wondering how producers would take, because I feel like in especially US, I don't think they actually want that to happen on this platform, especially because it's not catered to that, because it throws off all their plans with all these different bombshells coming in, and if you only coupling up with girls and they bringing in these guys, and you got these guys ain't coupling up with other guys. I mean,
They can do one.
They can do one, but y'all know what country we live in, and y'all know what we at, and we know how they act, and they be like, "Well, Middle America doesn't like to see that," and nobody really cares.
I promise you, right now, I love a lot of these couples. I do. I'm liking a lot of these couples right now.
Mm-mm.
If we get Shelly and Sierra in a couple, if that is a couple we get, I promise you, at every single public vote possible, I will only be voting for them. And I am so sorry, but I will only be voting for the two of them. I will be supporting women's rights, women's wrongs, and women's relationships in this villa, because that would be so cunt to see on this show. On this platform, in this country right now, that'd be so cunt.
In this month.
Yeah.
During Pride Month. Now, come on now, babies. Give it to me, lesbians, bisexuals.
Come on, L.
Come on, B.
Oh yeah, B. Exactly, it's B.
Look here,
come on, bisexuals, come through. Y'all have some months. I'm kidding.
Either way it goes, I would be very happy for Shelly and Sierra.
Yeah, yes. I'm here for it too. I'm here for it. And okay, one question that I have is when it comes to the public vote, who at this present time do y'all think is in danger?
Taylor and Alandria. Because I feel like as much as people like them individually, I think that together they're not given. Jeremiah and Hutter, because a lot of the public don't like them. They don't like them. And I think Hannah and Charlie, because they're boring.
I see.
Oh, Ace and Maya. Never mind. I forgot about them. Yeah, they're in trouble. Take Hannah and Charlie out. Ace and Maya in trouble.
Ace and Maya, yeah.
I don't see Taylor and Alandria. I would actually say
Hannah and Charlie. I would swap.
Hannah and Charlie. I don't see Ace. I don't see Taylor and Alandria. The only reason I would see that is if they're on some racial shit, but that's more UK. I think here we okay with that. I think yeah, and then I would say kind of Austin and Shelly, except I do think people like them both separately. Versus
I think they're gonna be fine for now.
Ace is getting his happy ass out of there, and Jeremiah and Huda, they need to be humbled down.
I think the three couples that would be most at risk currently would be Charlie and Hannah, Ace and Amaya, Huda and Jeremiah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If Huda and Jeremiah got voted out together, I would live. But they're not going to get voted out. I think Hannah and Charlie get voted out in that scenario.
Yeah.
Especially if it's up to the Islanders. But I need Amaya to stay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I would love to see Jeremiah and Huda at the bottom just so they can see that the public ain't rocking with them. And
agreed.
Jeremiah will freak out about that. I think Huda won't care.
He not staying with her.
No. We talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, we literally just talked about that.
We think they will.
Yeah.
We feel like they will just be better and they will fit. My thing with them, I said it yesterday. I don't feel like it's the bad thing when I say this, but they are just simple. Both Amaya and Austin are just simple together. Like they freak matches each other. They got that weird, quirky situation going on with the both of them, and they both just like, and Austin is just like, oh, you know, he don't need a whole lot, and she's willing to give everything really quickly, and I think they just match each other. I do. She willing to just be like, she wants to be in a relationship. She wants to be booed up. She wants to feel like this is my man. And that's
Ace was right though.
He absolutely. I mean, and he's not wrong. That's why I said about Ace.
Meditation.
He was not wrong with saying what he said about Amaya because she does want to be booed up. She wants to be in that relationship, but it's the way he said it that pisses me off because you don't have to do that to that girl. You picked her.
Therefore, it's Love Island. Who doesn't want to be booed up? That's literally how you.
That's what the show is. That's what it is.
Was single the last round.
Right.
I mean, well, yes, Julissa got kicked off or whatever.
She got kicked off, whatever.
But at the same time, but that's why your ass is where the fuck you at because
you don't want you worry too much about Huda and Jeremiah than be worried about what you doing.
It's called couple up. It's not, and he wants to break up couples.
Yep.
He's there trying to break up couples because he wants everybody to just be as vulnerable as he is. Like, no, get your fucking happy ass out of the villa. You're there for the wrong reasons. You don't give, and you gotta go. And I'm over him.
It's not Friendship Island. It is not Friendship Island.
And it's not Fuckboy Island either.
Right. We got a whole nother show for that. You can go over there.
Oh, yeah. You need to be
You need to be over that show because this is not the show for you, Ace. Because,
sweetie.
Yeah. So I just feel like Ace needs, but I need Huda and Jeremiah to be in that bottom just so they can see that everybody ain't rocking with them. And Jeremiah could be like, oh, well, which the first look also shows Jeremiah is starting to get a little spooked. So
he said that.
He getting a little spooked.
He killed me when he was like, I'm spooked. He killed me when he said that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was dying.
Yeah, we've been to Al Liquor. He's just trying to win the game. That is what Ace is here for, and he's proven himself. But he showed his cards way too early, and now people ain't rocking with him, so the votes will not come their way. Sorry.
Agreed.
Because he's not a lover boy. He's not romantic. He's a commitment phobe. He's not going to win. He's not even play it like Maya if you're gonna fucking play it.
But you have your own name tattooed across half of your back. We all should have known that was a big red flag to start with.
Big time.
But that is that, y'all. We have said all the things that we said. We talked about first looks and we gonna be sat tonight watching the episode tonight because that's what we doing today, watching it. But join us back here tomorrow because we'll be back tomorrow to talk about all things in Soul Ties Live. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 2:10 ish, Fridays and Saturdays at 6:10 ish. So join us as we continue this Love Island journey. Oh yeah, we know that you keep saying it, and we agree with you. Yeah, we said that too. We definitely said that too.
I was gonna say, the video is gonna be available on the channel, so you can go back and rewatch all of the parts that you need to. We talked about every single couple, baby. So go watch all of our thoughts on everything. But thank you for popping in at the very end with us. We appreciate you.
And we look, and trust me, we are agreeing with you. Because when you go back and hear what we said, you'll be like, oh, okay, yep. All the things. But we'll be back tomorrow and talking more about this. And we appreciate you joining us. We appreciate all the things that you have put in with us. Continue to support us. We'll be here. Follow us on all of our channels, this channel and all of our other channels. All the links will be in the description below. Our audio podcast links are in the description below, so you can check us out on the go. You can follow us join our Patreon. That link's there. Follow us on all of our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And you can follow us on those same platforms as well. And you can get your merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. Link is also in the description below. So we are going to get out of here because we got other things to do today. So thanks for joining us. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.